nuevo, pues mi gente. Aquí estamos, aquí en Sonsonate, reportándonos. Vine aquí a hacer un mandadito yo y de repente ya me iba yo. Vine aquí solo simplemente así de breve y ni tenía intención de grabar o filmar nada hoy porque venía así de salida. Pero por casualidad venía yo aquí, estaba aquí y me encontré aquí con un caballero que anda recorriendo toda América. El tipo dice que empezó desde allá del estado de Washington y entonces está aquí recorriendo toda América y yo lo detuve pues porque iba en bicicleta. Yo lo detuve y yo le dije, mira, yo quiero que me comente pues cómo está ese viaje y todo eso. La media entrevista va a ser en inglés, pero solo quiero para que ustedes se den cuenta que hay gente aquí recorriendo y paseando nuestro país y no es posible pues que mucha gente que son salvadoreñas no quieren venir pues o temen venir, pero ahorita la voy a presentar y lo digo que la entrevista va a ser en inglés. What's good, Daniel?
Hey buddy, how you doing?
What's going on, bro?
Good to see you.
Me da dos cervezas más. So I'm over here with my friend Daniel. I actually just met him. He was cycling over here in Sonsonate. Gracias. No, you want some more cucumber?
No, está bien. Gracias.
Yeah, so hey, let me wipe it down. I usually just wipe it down because these are recycled.
Right.
Yeah, these are recycled. So usually as a habit, everyone wipes the beer down.
Right.
At least these one. This
I've
one
seen
and the golden.
Yeah.
Those are recycled, so they wipe them down. But here, toast to you, bro.
Cheers, bud.
So yeah, so I just met you, right?
Just met.
Right.
What, an hour ago? Maybe.
Roughly, I came here to do a little errand, and then all of a sudden, I was gonna leave right away because of the weather, because the rain. You don't want to get caught out here, especially cycling. I mean, you're on the bicycle, so I was just gonna leave. But then I saw you, and then I was just like, hey, I think this guy's cycling across America or something. So I was curious, and I was just like, hey, I'm gonna stop, pull over. I saw you at that light over there, up the street from here.
Yeah.
And I was gonna keep going. But then I was just like, you know what? I turned around. I was just like, let me go get this, because I didn't have no intentions of filming today.
Well, we got lucky because I got turned away from the hotel because they wouldn't let me bring my bike inside. So
There you
I
go.
think we were supposed to meet.
Destiny.
And enjoy beers together today.
Exactly. So coming from Washington State, right?
Yep, that's right.
Washington State. And you left about a year ago.
Yeah.
About a year ago.
Yeah.
Destination?
Argentina, hopefully. I want to go all the way down to Ushuaia.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
That's where all the mountains are, right?
That's all like the southernmost city in
southern
South
cone.
America. What's that?
The southern cone, basically, before you get to the Antarctica.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
All right.
And the continent.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right, in the continent, that's
Yeah.
right.
But, you know, like, it's a long way to go, and there's a lot of traffic and other things, so, like, if I get sick or I have an accident or something happens, then maybe I don't make it all the way, so, yeah, I'm just happy because everything I've done up until now has been awesome, really great experience, so if I don't make it all the way, it's totally fine, but, yeah, that's my goal.
All right, but you left Washington, and then everything's been strictly on bicycle.
I actually I ran out of time because I was meeting my friend in Antigua, so I had to take a bus from Mexico City to Oaxaca. So I cut out that one section, and from Oaxaca I rode through the rest of Mexico, through Chiapas and into Guatemala.
But you took the bicycle on the bus?
Yeah, they just throw it underneath.
Oh wow, that's great. And how long were you in Mexico?
About 2.5 months.
What about Guatemala?
Well, I was in Guatemala for probably almost 4 months total because I stayed in Antigua for a while studying Spanish. Yeah, and I traveled around a little bit.
And you've been in El Salvador?
Maybe a week, less than a week.
And how long are you planning to stay?
It kind of depends on where I go. Like now I have to decide if I want to go up to Santa Ana Because I heard Santa Ana's kind of a pretty city.
They got a volcano.
Yeah.
They have a volcano and a great lake.
Right. Also the lake as well.
I think the lake might be more worth it than the volcano. I mean, I don't know. Unless you're into that natural mineral and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
The volcano, I never experienced it myself.
Yeah.
It does look amazing.
Yeah.
But as far as I think that lake is something, it's one of the wonders here.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
It's
So,
that. Yeah.
Lago de Coatepeque.
Coatepeque, that's it. Yeah.
It's a nice lake.
So my decision from here is either go north up to Santa Ana and then come down to the lake, or to just go continue on towards San Salvador. I don't know. Tomorrow morning, I guess I'll decide.
Yeah, well, I mean, definitely that lake is definitely, it's a nice trip.
That's cool. That's
It's good. But I will let you know that it's gonna be a big downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get all the way to the bottom. I mean, you get to the top, you enjoy the view, the scenery and the view.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to get all the way to the bottom to where the water is, it's a big downhill.
Oh, really?
So yeah. So I just want to let you know.
Right.
I just want to let you know prior, so that if you do decide to go, it's gonna be a ride.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be
Yeah. Well, it's a volcano, so
yeah,
it's gonna be a ride.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's great. So that's right now you're considering Santa Ana.
Yeah.
And then
Santa Ana and the lake, Coatepeque.
Yeah. Is there any other points of interest that you got here in El Salvador that you might consider?
Yeah. Well, I want to go to the city, the capital, San Salvador.
Yeah.
For a few days. I heard what's the name of it? Suchitoto?
Yeah.
I heard that's cool. I like handmade stuff. I heard Suchitoto's
Yep.
the capital of that in El Salvador.
Yeah.
And I want to hit the beach a little bit. So
You surf?
yeah, I don't know. But
All right. We do have some great waves.
yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah. So.
Might be a bit much for a beginner like me.
Yeah, but it would definitely be an experience right there if you could try it. I mean, I've never tried it, but I think it would be definitely an experience of a lifetime for you to say, hey, I surfed down the Pacific waters of El Salvador.
Yeah,
so
sure. I've heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, so
I want to try it. So.
Yeah, I mean, you should definitely go. La Libertad, there's they have they offer classes there.
Yeah.
They have plenty of Europeans and Americans that are visiting all over the world.
Right.
Yeah, because
the surf is so
exactly. They have surfing competitions right there.
Oh, really?
In La Libertad, yeah. World renowned from all over the world, mainly Australia, Canada, European.
Yeah, sure.
And the States, Hawaii, like that. Those are the people that come.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, certainly.
So the hard thing about being on a bike is like when I go into a new country, I usually research where the cool places, interesting places to go, and then I kind of plot them on Google Maps, and then I see if they make a line, and then the things that aren't in a nice line, I have to decide if I want to go there. Which is why tomorrow I got to figure out if it's worth it to go to Santa Ana and Lago de Coatepeque.
I think Lago Coatepeque. I think that if you had to decide, I think that the lake is definitely something that you should. I think like it's up there among some of the things that you should see here in El Salvador. Being the fact that you're considering going out there, it's up there. It's a great something to admire. It's certainly a beauty.
Well, that's good to know. Yeah. So, I've got to figure out kind of where I want to go, and obviously there's some places. El Salvador is nice because it's relatively small. Exactly. In Mexico, if I wanted to go somewhere, it was like, a week out of my way to get there and to get back on my course. El Salvador is a bit easier in that regard because it's a relatively small country. So even if it's kind of way out of the way, it's not, more than a day or two's ride.
Exactly. Any other places you're considering visiting while you're here?
I can't remember the name of it. There's a church north of San Salvador that's quite famous for having like really beautiful stained glass windows.
Would that be in Santa Tecla?
You know what? I don't know. Hold on 1 second. Like I said, everything's in Google Maps.
Is that in San Salvador? The Iglesia Rosario?
Just north of San Salvador.
Oh, that's going towards Apopa. I've never been there.
Apparently it's really beautiful. Got a bunch of like that front, I don't know one of the outside walls is kind of curved, and it's just rows of stained glass windows. So inside, you just get this incredible colored light coming through. So I kind of like handmade stuff. I like natural things like lakes and places like that, and I like cool architecture. So I kind of try and find those three things wherever I go. But the other lake, Ilopango.
I've never been there, but I heard it's nice as well. But I think that Lago Coatepec has something mystical about that place.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and then like from time to time, like every other year, it turns green or it turns blue.
Oh,
Something
really?
mineral in the water. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's a crater. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm not sure.
Volcanic ash. In
Exactly.
the water or
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, other than that, yeah, let's go to the beach. That's about it, I think.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
But definitely, La Libertad, I think, is a place you definitely check out. In case if you do want to try out the surfing, it's certainly the destination to try
Cool.
that out.
All right. Thanks.
And you know, there's definitely plenty of people out there as well that you could, you know, never know who you might meet.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it's an experience. Definitely,
for
definitely. And another question before, but overall, what has been your perception of El Salvador? Overall, like thus far, you've been here about, you said maybe roughly almost a week.
Yeah.
So what have you taken from, or what can you say so far, thus far?
You know, when I got into Mexico, I really noticed how friendly the people were.
Yeah.
And then when I got into Guatemala, I was surprised to find that the people were even friendlier than in Mexico.
Yeah.
And I think that El Salvador kind of continues that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that partly it's because I'm a foreigner on a bicycle and I look kind of like an idiot. Like, but I think probably everybody I pass on the road says hi to me.
Yeah.
Or I say hi to them.
Yeah.
Like everybody, you know, somebody just struggling, like cutting firewood,
Yeah.
living their life and just
Yeah.
trying to get by.
Yeah.
But like when they see me or they see other people as well, like big smile, how's it going?
You brought joy to their life
Super
just
friendly.
for that brief moment.
But it's not just me. Like I see
Yeah.
people do that with other. Maybe they know other people, right? But I see them just pass other people, just say hi to each other. I'm from America. People don't do that generally. Maybe in some towns.
Yeah,
small
exactly,
towns, you know, if
exactly.
you know people, obviously,
Exactly.
but there's not a culture of just like saying hi to people that you meet on the street. And everybody seems really, I don't know, real friendly. I ask people for help if I'm looking for something. Not one person, even my kind of poor Spanish, not one person like gives me a hard time or doesn't want to talk to me. I think everybody, drivers are better than Guatemala. I thought Mexican drivers were better than Americans, or at least more courteous to me as a cyclist. Guatemalan drivers are fucking terrifying. And since I've been in El Salvador, I've found that the drivers here are like way cooler about me.
Yeah,
you know,
but I think it's thus far you haven't hit the capital. But like over here,
for sure.
yeah,
for sure.
I mean the
Anytime
capital is
you get in a city,
yeah, exactly,
all bets
exactly,
are off. Yeah.
exactly.
It's
exactly.
more crowded. There's less space.
Exactly,
tensions are
exactly.
higher.
And now,
It's true everywhere.
and the fact that they see you on a bicycle, they see you with your luggage, basically, your belongings. So they're like, hey, this guy's, he's on a mission.
Yeah.
He's on the move.
Yeah.
Get out the way.
Yeah.
This guy's not playing. So yeah, that's great. That's great.
No, it's been
Great.
good. I mean, the camionetas in Guatemala are terrifying.
Yeah.
And the traffic so far in El Salvador has been way better. Like, I felt a lot safer on the roads in El Salvador than I did in Guatemala, for sure.
So overall, I mean, thus far your experience has been great in El Salvador. I mean, compare as far as what you were expecting maybe, or what could have possibly happened compared to what you hear and the
Yeah.
media portrays and what everybody was advising you, like, are you gonna really seriously consider going through there? Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think you realize as you go to places like this, like if you take a tour and you only stay in nice hotels and you only go out like 1 block away from your hotel, you only see like a certain snapshot of a place.
Exactly.
But when you travel, I like traveling by bicycle. I know it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But when you travel by bicycle, you go through the local towns.
Yep.
And you know, even in the big cities, even Guatemala City, and even here, Sonsonate, it's not obviously not a big city, but like it's just people trying to live their lives.
Exactly.
You know, it's just people trying to get by and just be happy and raise their kids and be peaceful. I think that's true everywhere. But I think if you read people's reviews of a place, especially a place like El Salvador, all you're gonna read about is like, oh, it's dangerous, or there's gangs, or there's so much crime, or you're getting mugged.
Yeah.
But you know, if you come here and you spend time here and you see it, you meet people and you realize, again, it's just people trying to get by.
Exactly.
And in the cases of what I found in Mexico, Guatemala, and El Salvador, really friendly, really outgoing, really kind people as well.
I mean, you gotta understand, people give you the credit that you have the courage to come down here. So they appreciate that. They appreciate that you're out here, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're contributing to the economy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and also getting back to what you were saying earlier about how people get so excited to see you, is that sometimes a lot of these people in these small towns or villages, they, you know, that brief moment that they saw you, you brought excitement to their life.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you could want to downplay it. You may think that it's insignificant, but believe me, like there's sometimes there might be times that might be the first time they've seen a white person.
Yeah, for sure.
Seriously,
yeah.
I'm not trying to make it seem like we're in Africa,
yeah.
but there's places that might have been the first time they seen a white person, and they're like, hey, that was the highlight of the year, the highlight of the month. They're like, hey, they went back and told all their friends that, hey, I seen this white guy today. And that's why. And I mean, overall, our people are very heartwarming and welcoming.
Yeah.
Overall. But I mean, it's just we got problems just like any other country.
For sure.
That's what it is.
Absolutely.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah. And when you travel, you have to be smart about things. You know, we talked about it before, right? You got to be smart about things like theft and that kind of stuff. But
that's all common sense, though.
Exactly.
That's in any country.
Yeah. And like I said, like being poor doesn't make you a thief, right? Like you can live a life in a, you know, I don't know. I think it's just people, right? It's just people living their lives and raising their kids.
That's exactly what it is.
Just, you know,
just like any other place.
Be happy. Yeah, exactly. For sure.
So.
Yeah, no, it's really great. And I like, again, on the bike, being able to get into like local places, the places where if the tour buses go there, it's just to pass through. Or the places where the tour bus doesn't even go there because the road's not paved.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. I think it's an experience in every way. Whether you're on a bicycle, if you're on a motorcycle, you're in a car, you're on a bus, you're in a plane. It's an experience within.
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean, definitely cycling. I know. I mean, I've never actually cycled on a bicycle, but on a motorcycle, certainly. I mean, I've traveled on a car, motorcycle, but never on a bicycle.
Right.
So I can imagine. It's amazing.
But it's similar, like you said, you went around Guatemala on your motorcycle. When you're on a motorcycle, you don't. It's the same thing, right? You can stop in like tiny little towns.
Anywhere you want.
Exactly.
Any random street, just stop, pull over. You want to drink a beer somewhere.
You're not
eat at a local Comedor or diner,
exactly.
and have something authentic from that place.
Yeah.
And I think that's amazing. That's just rewarding.
Absolutely.
To be able to have that experience of a lifetime.
For sure.
It certainly is. I don't want to take up more of your time. Like I said, I think I already, documented enough. And something brief. I just wanted to. I wanted you to share your experience here.
Definitely.
Overall, just the fact that you're here traveling in El Salvador by yourself.
Yeah.
On your own.
Yeah.
On a bicycle, and in a little bit when we go back to the hotel, you could take a look at the bicycle, so know that this is not a joke.
We'll need to add something to the video if the bicycle's gone.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
I know. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, it's been great, man. I've loved it so far, and I'm sure that the rest of El Salvador is going to be wonderful as well. People have been amazing.
Absolutely. So you plan to be here maybe like about another week?
Probably. I mean, it depends on how long I stay everywhere, right? Because I don't have a fixed schedule. So if Coatepeque is beautiful, then I might stay there for 2, 3, 4, 5 days.
All right.
Like,
All right.
that's the great thing about
Hey, maybe
fixed time.
maybe I'll give you my information.
Yeah.
And I'm in Santa Tecla. Santa Tecla is a huge tourist place.
Right.
They have a Gothic church, beautiful church.
Yeah.
They have a place if you want to go, like a strip of bars, restaurant. It's a middle class town.
Yeah.
So it's very clean. It's very organized. It's great. The weather is beautiful there. Back maybe 100 years ago, that was all coffee plantations.
Right.
All Santa Tecla. I think it was owned by one person, one family. But then now it's a city. So it's a booming city. Charge your Guatemalan. Why not just get a Salvadorian?
Because it costs money to buy a SIM card.
Yeah, but the Guatemalan's not gonna work.
Right. Okay, that's my question.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Okay.
It's not gonna work.
And I
the
need to find
Guatemalan.
a phone shop, maybe.
Yeah, the Guatemalan is not gonna work. So yeah, you're gonna just have to get a Salvadorian chip.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but it's like $1 or $2.
Yeah, it's not much.
No, it's not much, and it usually comes already with that whatever you buy it for. They give it to you in so you like it's usable basically.
Bueno.
Ay, pura vida. That's how you do it.
That's it. Make your space.
It's down there, huh? That's what it is, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna have to get a Tigo chip if you want to use a phone.
Yeah.
No, unless you're just gonna use Wi-Fi. But if you're gonna be there for like a week, after a while, you're like, yeah, especially being out on the road. Yeah, that way you could get GPS, Google, and all of that.
If I'm gonna get a new chip, I can change companies as well.
Is your phone unblocked?
Yeah, I can take it.
So you're good. So you don't have to do nothing.
Movistar?
Yeah, you want to get Tigo. You want to get Tigo.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you want to get. You want to get Tigo because that's the one that offers the best coverage.
Sure. Yeah, that's
Tigo.
what I need.
Yeah, Tigo.
Be able to.
Exactly. I mean, it might not be guaranteed you'll be in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But overall, the coverage is great. It's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do now that the room is not ready?
I'm gonna maybe go to that mall and try and find a phone shop.
Oh yeah.
Get a
Well, you
card.
know what? I think there might be some phone shop around here.
Yeah,
There's a guy. But yeah, the mall's up there. If I were you, I would just go to any regular phone shop. That's
Yeah,
what
I just need to find one, right?
Yeah, any phone shop over here. Bueno, ¿cómo estamos? ¿Ah? No, yo solo iba a sacar mi moto yo. Sí, él ya va a regresar, él va a hospedarse aquí. Sí. I just want to go ahead and show Daniel's bike, showing his traveling. What's that? What I want to say?
Touring bike?
Yeah. Is that the same bike you left with? From Washington State?
Yeah, man.
This is it. Wow. How you figure? You
Coffee cup. So going through good coffee country.
Wow, coffee cup. What's that? Water?
Yeah.
Or is that something
Water
else?
bottles.
Is that something else? Is that water?
It's like a sports drink.
Oh, yeah. I was like, that don't look like water. Well, what's down there?
That's fuel for my stove.
Oh wow, you got a portable stove?
Yeah, because when I camp out, I gotta cook.
Wow. So that's it. That's all you traveled with. All that's it. That's all that belongs right there.
I mean, I think it's a lot.
I mean, you're absolutely right. It probably is a lot. Wow. How much you think you got right here? About a good 20 pounds, 30 pounds of stuff?
Yeah, it's probably 30 pounds of gear and 30 pounds of bike.
Wow.
So maybe 50 pounds total, 60 pounds total.
Have you come across any like flat tires or anything like that?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I haven't had any mechanical problems, but I had a lot of flat tires.
Wow.
But, that's going to happen.
Wow. Desde el estado de Washington viene él. Imagínense. En pura bicicleta. Imagínense.
¿Qué pasan desde Sudamérica?
No, para ahí va él. Para Sudamérica. Dije que ya lleva un año recorriendo.
Hay varios así que pasan.
¿Sí?
Así por el... Y hay unos que van aquí por Payúa.
Cabal.
Para el río.
No, cabal. Y no, y él dice que tiene pensado ir al lago de Coatepeque. Imagínese bajar hasta abajo. Y después regresar, no subir en bicicleta.
Ahí viendo ahí por los naranjos.
Sí.
Por allá por el lado del Cerro Verde.
No, no sé, pero bajar hasta abajo donde está el agua, imagínense. En el lago.
No, como se va uno allá por el Congo y todo.
Oh, también va.
Sí. Por el
Sí.
Congo, ya nos